enough time? What if you have enough time? It's Eebeccah Silence, creator of Healing is Possible, here to talk to you today about the possibility that really isn't ever our issue. Time is our most precious asset, and it's something that as long as we're still breathing, we've still got. How often are you in a drama story about time? How much of your day, how much of your week, how much of your month, how much of your year, how much of your decade is sucked up in time drama? Think about that. Likely a lot. And that's all time that you still have. It's never wasted. The point today isn't to offer you a healing message about you have enough time to give you more ammunition to beat yourself up with. The point is, time is an asset, use it accordingly. You've done your best, that's enough. And then what are we going to do about time now? What are we going to do differently with the time we have starting today? That's what I want to know. That's what I'm here to challenge you on. But what I also am very clear about is there's never a reason to be bored, and there's never not enough time. So here's what I want you to start with. I want you to play a game today where at some point you look at yourself in a mirror and you say out loud, my time is mine. I was working with a client a couple of weeks ago on this breakthrough that his time is his. It's not for other people to manipulate or to tell him how to use it. His time is his and it can't be stolen. And the same is true for you. So start with you in a mirror today going, I have enough time. Just once. That'll start to change your life. And then let's get really freaking honest about what are you doing with your time that you don't want to be doing? And what do you want to be doing that you're not spending your time on? And, it can be a real just mind game trying to navigate through what you think you should be spending time on versus what you want to spend your time on. There's a big difference. What do you want to spend your time on? What are you spending your time on? And what do you think you should be spending your time on? All three very different things. So again, just playing a game just to start. What if there's nothing that you have to do with your time? And it doesn't have to take some big catastrophe or some big crisis like, a health issue or a divorce or a career change to get you to force yourself to start to look at how you actually want to be living and how you actually want to be spending your time. You can start with, it's just fine. I'm just not that fulfilled. And let that be enough to challenge you to start really intentionally focusing on your time and what you're doing with it. But time isn't the problem. It's you not being intentional enough. It's you not being brave enough to risk only agreeing to what you want to do with your time. That's the issue. Hard reality? Maybe. Good news? Absolutely. You've got enough time. How are you spending it? There's nothing you should be doing. There's nothing you have to do with your time. And what you want to be doing that you might not be fully owning or powerfully embracing yet. Like, I'm not saying go leave your family or, I don't want to deal with my spouse because they've been pissing me off. I'm not saying you have to do anything. I'm saying whatever in your heart of hearts is going to enhance your life and your experience of fulfillment. Maybe you don't necessarily want to spend time nurturing a marriage, for example, but wait a minute, this is something that's important to me. If I would just get over it, I want the marriage, I want to make it work. I'm just mad right now. Just start to know the difference between where your mind wants to help you let yourself off the hook and with what you would need to do and be and choose to get the life you want. The life you want is waiting for you. You have enough time to create it. It's just about getting brave enough to admit what needs to stay, what needs to go, and how do you need to step it up. If you're bored or in a pressure cooker, I've been both, believe me, then we just need to get more honest about what do you want to be doing? And even if you're mad or upset, it's still worth it to face what you know you need to do to get where you want to go. It's not always going to be like the fireworks went off and it feels exactly right and now is the time. You're never going to be ready to be who you need to be fulfilled in your life. But you have enough time to get there. And it's just about upping your courage game. In the 5-day Healing is Possible challenge, in my 5 steps to healing that I teach in the Healing is Possible courses and movement, the first step is courage. And it's about being the source of your own encouragement, not needing validation from anything or anyone outside you to give you permission to go for it, whatever that looks like or might be for you. And it's also about having the courage to up your game when, let's face it, there are going to be a lot of people that support you in dumbing it down or waiting or talking yourself out of what would be in your soul's best interest. So when we're talking about time, what would be in your soul's best interest in this moment, in this hour, in this day? When we're talking about your relationships, what would be in your soul's best interest, not in your ego, the fear-based survival part of you that's trying to protect you. I don't want to know what's in your ego's best interest. I want to know what's in your soul's best interest. And as long as you are still breathing oxygen, as long as there is still blood flowing through those veins and that heart of yours is still beating and pumping, you've got what it takes and you have enough time. And then some things are going to have to wait. Oh, well. And some things are going to have to be moved up the priority ladder. Okay. You can move up the priority ladder, what really is important to you on a soul level, and just know you have enough time. You have enough time. You have enough time. Your time is yours. It's your number one asset. Nobody can steal it from you. And I really do put myself on this process. I have enough time. I have a big game, a lot of projects, a lot of people waiting in the wings that I have the honor of getting a chance to meet with, talk to, coach, be with. And I'm one person. And I have as much time as I have. So is time real? Yes. Is time finite? Yes. And then use it. Use time to your advantage. Use time to give yourself permission to say no to the things that you don't want to do. And use time as a gift that you get to give yourself. There's so much time and there's so much to do with it. And there's so much life to live and enjoy. And that's what I want for you. It's Rebeccah Silence, creator of Healing is Possible, with your healing message today that you have enough time. And then the question is just very simply, what are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with your time? Have fun. Live this week like you have enough time and let me know how it goes. And I'll see you soon.